Every summer since I was 12 years old, I have gone to New York City by myself to visit my oldest sister, Wendy. And one of my favorite parts of the trip is getting to know the people sitting next to me. Well, when I went to New York City last April, I had a different experience. As I went to sit down at my seat, I looked to the man next to me to initiate conversation. And immediately, he put on his headphones and looked away, setting a very clear message: do not talk to me. Do not talk to me. Last year, I am an avid music lover, and you'd see me on campus with my white earbuds and listening to my favorite song on the iPod. Now, as this guy said, do not talk to me, I realized I hesitated for a second, and I was offended. Then I realized that I do the exact same thing. Last year on campus, I'd usually be seen in with my white earbuds in, listening to my new favorite song. I am one of them. I am part of the isolated generation of today. We turn to our electronic devices such as iPods for entertainment instead of turning to people. We completely shut off the world and the people around us. Bob Preston, an internationally acclaimed photographer, produced a photo essay of these technologically absorbed people. As you can see, each of the people are absorbed in their iPods, completely isolated from the world around us. One observer noted this: in every image, the subjects appear entranced by their personal devices and pay no attention to the world and its many miracles around them. The use of iPods in public places seem to evoke antisocial and inconsiderate behaviors. Have you ever been walking on campus and seen someone you knew, and as you called out to them, they didn't even turn or acknowledge your call? You're wondering why they aren't even responding, and then you notice the familiar white earbuds in their ears. They have tuned out the world, including you, a good friend. Are you one of these people tuned into their music instead of tuning into the people around you? How many opportunities have you passed up because you're listening to the music on your iPod? This scenario happens thousands of times at BYU, and it's not just at universities. Students attending Sydney, Australia's private international grammar school are being asked to either leave their iPods at home or to keep them in a locked drawer during school. Principal Carrie Murphy noticed that students were isolating themselves. People were not tuning into other people because they're tuning into themselves, she told the Sydney Morning Herald. She continued to say that iPods enable students to avoid communication with others, which may lead to social isolation or escape from our community. Like many of you, I've been negatively affected by iPod users. Last fall, I worked at Subway, and one of my biggest pet peeves were the people who came into Subway and listening to their iPods. Many times, they'd hold up the rest of the line just because they weren't paying attention to the order or the people serving them. iPods are especially inconsiderate when you're with another person. Even if the music is low or turned off, the iPod earbud still sends a message that you're only willing to give them 50% of your attention. Not a great way to build a relationship. George Will, columnist for Newsweek and the Washington Post, observes, "This is an age of social autism, in which people just can't see the value of imagining their impact on others." I've got 3 suggestions of what you can do to avoid becoming part of this isolated generation. First, unplug your earbuds. There are times when an iPod is okay, but take a look at your personal behavior and check to see if you're putting live human beings first. Find a balance between your iPod and the people around you. Second, look up, make eye contact, and smile more. Everyone likes a smile, and it makes the world seem like a friendlier place. A simple smile can change a person's entire day. And third, converse with employees, librarians, and clerks. Next time, ask them how they are instead of just quickly ordering what you want. Your interaction with them is what they live for. I guarantee it's not the $5.25 an hour. Paul, as he is writing to the Ephesians, states, "Now therefore, ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of God." We all need to be a little friendlier this season. Talk to a stranger, make a new friend. Cutting back on my iPod time and increasing my human-to-human connections has changed my life. Will you commit to change yours? The solution is simple. As you acknowledge the people around you and take advantage of the moments you have to silently reflect, you will learn more from those moments than you'll ever learn from the music on your iPod. So take out your earbuds, look around, and join the world in which you live.